Hello, welcome back to Journey to Grace Designs. My name is Paul, and I got something to share, which I'm really excited to share with about some of the ideas behind stitching, and from the old way and the new way, and the way I was literally taught. I'm going to go ahead and post the links below in this description for our newsletter, which comes out on a monthly basis. Wife works really hard. You get deals, and you might even get a couple hints from me and motivational things. And also, I'm also going to leave our Facebook page link down below, so you can see all of our things that we do, and hopefully we can keep on growing like we are. So with that being said, like, share, and subscribe. And if you find this video helpful in any way, leave a comment below, or if you have any suggestions for me, leave comments below. So let's get started. I don't want to steer anybody wrong here. This is the way I was shown how to do it, and how I was explaining some of this stuff. With sewing on leather, or just about anything, the right size hole does matter. You can use a smaller hole for a smaller thread, bigger thread for bigger thread. There's different size threads, there's different size laces. You can go to a 1/16 of an inch hole and run a leather lace and sew something together. There's just different applications, but most of all, especially in some of my videos, I'll talk about a lot about saddle stitching and sewing two flat pieces of leather together, which I do on wallets. That's all saddle stitched. Better yet, let me see. For our moccasins I've been working on, I don't know if you can see it, but all these lines right here are all saddle stitched, and it's gonna last test of time. Now with there's different tools to making your holes and stuff, but I'm going to talk a traditional way of doing it, the way I was taught a long time ago on how to sew on leather. And then you'll also see these kits that had these little holes that show up in it. You sew them together with a real heavy sewing thread, which fills up the holes, which is the easiest way to learn how to saddle stitch there is. Then that's what makes the little holes. That's a hole iron. They call that a hole iron. And then we got the pricking iron. I got 5 and 4, and I got the diamonds in the 6, 4, and 3mm. And one I'm going to be using today is 5mm. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 7-hole prong. I prefer to use the round because I use round all. I can use a diamond tip with a what they call a little spread all, which kind of let me see if I can find it here. I know it's here somewhere. It's in back somewhere. But these make holes perfect sizing for the size 0.8 to 1 millimeter thread that I normally use. I can go smaller, I can go bigger. And yes, we even have the cream color. That's a tiger thread. And that's also a tiger thread. Double-sided tape stuck to that. A little blooper. And that's a little tiny needle. Oh, that's on a jacket. Now, there's different ways you can get these holes. Now, you can set these holes and work this around. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them or not, but if you use roll stitcher, it has little prongs and you roll it along the leather. That's what it winds up looking like, and they have different, you can go around corners and stuff. And that's where this comes in handy at. I already got the holes marked with that one. And I poke it through until I feel it on my finger. Then I poke it all the way through. And you can go right straight up the line. This is the way the old timers used to do it. This is the way I was taught. 45 years ago. Now I use these little size 18 needles, which perfect. They're not dull, or they ain't really super sharp, but you can bleed just as easy. And always have a good and sharp knife. I got more of these. Let me find my blade. There's a good sharp blade. And I already threaded one side on, make it a little bit easier. No such thing as a bad sharp knife. Sharper the better. Wife and I were having this discussion about hardness of blades, and I prefer a blade that is above a 55 hardness. Now I've got through the eye. Now I come back here and Robin Hood the thread like so to lock down the stitch like that onto the needle. And there's different ways of doing this. Now this is fairly easy. I don't have a stitching pony either. Well, I do, it's at home. Stitching's fairly easy. I did something wrong there. Yeah. Yeah. Now, okay, I got to start right correct. Now, put one push in one side in, and then you can sit there and waller out your holes a little bit if you need to, and then it just comes right back up. It just goes in and out. This is the way that they'll show you on how to saddle stitch. Now the problem with these big holes with the small thread is, see how it pulls, you can pull it back through. Now if I go down, let me back this out a little bit. Use the same thread here. How not Robin Hood thread while it's already in there is a good technique to get used to you doing. I got thread out. Now, these holes were made with the chisel that chisel or iron, pricking iron. And I usually pull down and then I slide up to the top. So that moves about like it did in the top hole when you had when I had them 3 locked up. Now you get the right hole. Now open up the hole a little bit and slide up through there so I won't Robin Hood another stitch. Now look at it. See how hard it's getting? And see, you can barely tell the holes even there. It's like it looks like a running stitch. And yes, you can sit there and do it. Technique. This would go under. When you do the over and under things, get the same result. Okay, I did that for a purpose. This is not Robin Hooded. We got 4 stitches right there. It's not moving. See, the size of the hole matters. These big holes, I can go all the way through. I can yank the thread all the way through it and it'll come out. So, when you're sewing on something, on 2 pieces of leather or just about anything, match the right size of thread to the right size of hole. I guess that's a little idea about how I sew, and different stitches come with making different things, so you'll see that in a different video too. So here we go. We'll poke you. Well, I understand this might not be for everybody, but it's definitely a step in the right direction on learning how to do something different. So this ain't for the this is for the beginner or somebody that's already experienced. It's not all about The saddle stitch is all about the technology behind the stitching. If that makes any sense. You got different types of stitching. You got wrap stitch, you got lace stitch, you got the Mexican braided stitches, and just versatile, anything you like to get into. So like I said at the beginning, like, share, and subscribe. More subscribers we get, better off the channel is. We're growing, and I want to grow with y'all. So like, share, and subscribe. God bless.